What's going on? It's November 3rd, 2025. It's 3:30 p.m. right now. I this morning hit the gym, then I had orientation for this new job I got. Went pretty well. I'm excited to start. I should start sometime this week. But I just wanted to come on here basically talk about faith over fear. Really just learning to act on belief even if we're not ready, Because I know a lot of time for me, I find that this isn't going to be like all about God and everything, but for me, I find God gives me inspiration about things that I really do want to do in life, kind of like my calling that I feel like is in my life. And I feel like in the past, I would get caught up in oh, when I'm ready. But in reality, there's never a time when you're really ready. You know what I mean? So we do have to, I feel like for myself, I have to remind myself that, well, I don't really have to remind myself now because I consciously had to remind myself so much that now it is an unconscious thing. But I learned, like I've learned to act on my belief even when I don't feel ready or I don't think that I'm prepared to do it. Like I do it, and then once I get into the groove, then I'm gonna learn more, obviously, because I feel like a lot of the time you just have to learn on the go. There's not gonna be a time when you're ready, except for like school and everything, and like getting your degree and all that. Of course, you gotta wait the time to be able to finish school, then be able to get your degree and all that. But even sometimes obedience comes before even understanding what it really is, you know what I mean? Like you have to be obedient to the that inspiration and that thought and feeling that you have of what you really want to do, because sometimes you got to walk in the faith without even understanding why, and like the why not being clear yet. You just have to know it's there for a reason. You're having that feeling for a reason. Those type of feelings just don't come for any reason. They come for a reason, and you're the reason. It's your calling. And we have to remember that we have to be obedient in those callings because, once again, sometimes it's not going to feel like we're ready, but we have to do it anyways because once you get your foot in the door and you get your feet on the ground, you're able to run from there. And yeah, I I'm testing out to see if a faster pace would be better for the video pace because I know a lot of the time I get on like a long-winded tangent, so I wanted to see if this works out for us. But yeah, I want to see how fast I can get over this because I got a few topics here, but let's see how it goes. Um, and really, faith isn't a feeling at all. It's more of a decision every day. Like I know for me, I have to make the decision to get better every day because I don't feel like it. Oh my gosh, even doing this podcast right now, like I did not feel like doing this because I already had a long day. Like I've been like doing the studying and everything for my new job, so and then working out too before it had me so tired. And then, dude, the fucking morning coldness is absurd. It's actually absurd how freaking cold it is getting. It's and it's blowing my mind that it's November already, which is crazy to me. I hope you guys had a good Halloween as well. I had a pretty good Halloween weekend. Um, but yeah, just remembering that we're making a decision here. We're not going based off of our feelings, because once you go based off your feelings, you're always gonna be procrastinating and trying to make excuses for yourself. But when you're making when you've made the solid decision and now you're making the decision day in and day out, then that's when it becomes the unconscious things happening because now it's just a lifestyle. You know what I mean? And then power or really just having quiet confidence as well. Like faith doesn't always need to be announced of you being faithful to yourself or your higher being, whoever you're faithful to. That doesn't have to be announced. People see it, and you walk in that pace. There's no need to speak it out because you know already, and then other people outside are gonna see it. And a lot of the time, those people who are saying they believe and have that faith, most of the time they're lying. Like they're not. I don't want to say, well, they're lying to themselves most of the time. Like they tell themselves and tell other people that they're people, but behind closed doors, they're not making that decision. They're going based off of their feelings, and that's where a lot of people you see how a lot of people ride it for a little bit and then it just crashes all down. But we got to remember that we're making a decision here, and when a decision is made, we have to continuously make that decision day in and day out. And really, the devil does want you to be distracted. Like that's how he gets to you. That's how the overthinking, the fear, and the comparisons pull you off of your path because that's the devil in your ear. And that's why you have to make the conscious decisions right away and be obedient to the before you can understand, to be able to continuously make those decisions day in and day out. Because once you get in your head too much and you start thinking too much, like you've had the feeling in your heart already, and you had the I know this can happen and I know I can do this. You have to make the decision right away of getting better and making conscious decisions to get better every day. Because once you sit in silence and you're sitting still and you haven't done anything, then that's when the devil's able to get in your ear, make the procrastination, the excuses, the betrayal to yourself, and the comparison to all these other people, and that pulls you off of your path. Then you're like, oh dang, I shouldn't do this. Like, oh, this isn't meant for me, and then it just goes bad from there. So you have to remember that the devil wants you to be distracted. Distractions are meant to get you off of your path. We do not need distractions. Yes, having fun every once in a while, maybe scrolling on your phone, whatever. It's fine, but like make sure you're using it for a reason. You're not just doing it to do it. Like if you're doing something to just do it, do something that's going to benefit the goal that you have for yourself. Don't just doom scroll just because, oh, I got nothing else to do, might as well. Oh, I got nothing else to do, might as well make a podcast. You know what I'm saying? Like might as well go create something. Might as well write something down. Might as well like something to like get us one step closer, 1% closer to what goal we really want to do. Because the distractions are going to be there forever. Family, friends, parties, events, um, uh, animals, nature, running around, exercise, all that stuff. Exercise is different because that is another goal, but distractions are there. We have to just remind ourselves that they are distractions, and we have to keep it as a distraction. We can't keep it as, oh, I want to do it, I want to do it, or, oh, I have nothing else to do, might as well do it. No, distractions are meant to pull you off of your path. We do not need to be pulled off of our path because that's when we end up like other people. Do we want to end up like other people? I don't. I do not. I already know I already know I'm not like other people, so why would I want to live like them? You know what I mean? And if you're watching this, you know you're different than other people. So why would you want to live like other people? You know what I mean? Uh and faith does really like it starts to feel lonely very like, but we have to remember that we have to stand firm in what we actually want, because when no one else is understanding your conviction, that's when you know you're doing something right. When no one understands, that's when you know everything's like you're doing it. You're doing it. Like not just you're doing it. You're doing it. Like you're doing it. You're getting closer to that step that you want. And it's going to feel lonely because a lot of people aren't doing that. But that's when you have to remember, I'm not like other people. I am not like other people. I I I am not like other people at all. At all. So you have to remember that we can't live the same as other people because they're living that way because they're everyone else. We have to remember that when we get lonely, we're doing the right thing, because now the group that we had in our past is not there anymore, because now we've leveled up, and you can't bring everyone with you when you're leveling up, and we're not where we want to be yet, so we're not with those people yet. So we're getting one step closer to be able to be with those people and to be able to strive together. We're just not there yet. So when it's getting quiet, that's when we're getting closer to that step. So we have to stay firm in the faith that we have for the vision so that we can get to the vision. Because if you don't have the faith, it's going to be very hard for you to make it, because that faith is what holds you on. That vision that you have for yourself, your family, your friends around you, that vision is what fuels the grind to be able to be fine and standing firm in silence and loneliness. You know what I mean? Um, and once again, moving with purpose without needing permission, because God already gave you that yes. That feeling that you have, that's God, that's the universe, that's your higher being giving you the yes already. And that's the only yes you need. That's the only validation you need. That's the only attention you need to receive and give. That's the only power you have to give. That's the only energy you have to give into. It's when you already get the yes, you're looking for more yeses. Like I know a lot of time for me, I see a lot of people be like, "Oh, if you show me this, then I'll believe. Then I'll believe." But the universe shows you only needs to show you one time to be able to give you that feeling because that feeling does not happen with every single person. And it does not at all does it happen with every single person. So you have to be able to realize that that feeling is the one yes that you need. We don't need these real world validation and then the permission. You don't need that. You already gave it to yourself. Your higher being gave it to yourself. So you have to be able to take that right away. And if you don't, and you're still with it, that's when the doubt's going to come into your head, procrastination, excuses, all of it's going to come into your head, doubt, all of it's going to come to your head, and then you're going to be seeking the validation from other people because you forgot that your higher being already gave you the yes. So you're going to be chasing it to other people, and then they're going to be discouraging you again because they are not in your shoes. They are not like you. So you have to remember you only need one yes. That's all you need. That yes that comes from in here, that is all you need to be able to do what you actually envision. Please remember that. And remember, being unshakable does not mean being loud. Being unshakable just means that you have, once again, that vision. There's a timeline here. And no matter what comes to you, you're not letting, yeah, it would be a hiccup or something, but you're not letting your timeline, excuse me, you're not letting your vision be deterred. Because I know in my past, I would I would be shakable, very, very shakable. So when things would happen to me, it would instead of just being a straight line and then a hiccup, it would be a straight line and then something would happen and then I would go like this, going the wrong way, or going the wrong way, or going the wrong way because I let it shake me. But when you're unshakable, you don't have. Once again, you walk in it. Like I said earlier, the faith that you have doesn't have to be said. It is what you know what it is, and people are going to see it around you. So when you're unshakable, people are going to realize it. You don't have to be loud about it. People are going to realize the actions that you're making. They're not seeing you around anymore. You're not doing the same things you used to do. You when you catch up with them, you're telling them what's been going on now, and they see you as a whole different person now because you're not doing the same things you used to do. So you have to remember that being unshakable is not being loud. Being loud is being shakable because you have to match the energy of you being shook. Being loud makes vibration. When you're loud, you see, when I talk, my like it starts to vibrate a little bit. That's because you're shaking. So when you're loud, it's going to shake. But remember too, when the enemy cannot destroy you, it's going to try and distract you. Once again, it could be the devil, the devil through your friends. Oh, that's like, oh, oh. It all kind of ties back to the devil, but it's going to try and distract you no matter what. So you have to remember it can't destroy you, but it can distract you so easily. It can distract you. I'm not gonna lie. This weekend I had fun, but I was definitely distracted the whole weekend. Like I was like, I it was so much brain rot going on, so much unnecessary like energy being put out. It was all distraction. But I know that. But look what I'm doing now. I just came back yesterday, back to it now. I had a good morning. I got it back. I'm back in it. I just had to have the little weekend off, and you got to take a break every once in a while, bro. I've been, bro. Since I quit insurance, I've been going hard on like all aspects of my life. I've been going hard since then. So it's like I need a little time off, but now I need another like 3, 4 month break from going out, bro, because that was tiring. Like from it's Monday now. From Thursday, I was driving 2 hours every single day. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I drove at least for 2 hours every single day. It was, and then when I got to the place, we didn't do anything until we went out. So it was crazy. But just basically also becoming who God can trust with more. Like once you start once again walking in that faith that you have and walking in the trust that you have within your higher being, it's like it shows your higher being that you do have the ability to take more. So when your plate gets heavier, it's not the food getting easier to eat. You're becoming strong enough to hold that plate up and be able to. Okay, I was actually just watching this show, and a lesson I learned from it was being able to carry the pack no matter what it is. I think it's from the Marines, really, because it was a Marine show. But carrying the pack, no matter how heavy it is, once again, when you're able to walk and God is able to see that you're able to carry that pack, no matter how heavy it is, He's going to be able to give you more. It's going to be able to give you more. So you have to be able to walk in what you can carry now, and then God is going to be able to see that. And once they see that, it's going to keep coming, keep coming, keep coming. So you have to be able to become that person who God can trust to be able to carry more. Because think about the people who have nothing going in their life. Because they can't carry anything. They can't carry the pack for themselves, for anyone in their life, their loved ones. And they can't. They can't do it. So God doesn't trust them with it. So you have to be able to become that person that God can trust anything, with anything, and you're going to be able to do it to your best ability every single time. And your best ability isn't going to be 100% every day, but it is going to be your best ability that you can give that day. And letting go of the outcome and just trusting the process. Once you let go of the outcome and you just keep going, the outcome is going to come. Like it's not going to be an outcome until the end. There's no outcome until the end, really. So you have to be able to remember that that outcome isn't going to be seen unless you're doing the job unconditionally and trusting the process. Because once you trust the process and forget about the outcome, and I'm not meaning forget about the outcome like forget why you're doing it, but forget like the vision that you have. But still don't forget the vision. Keep it in your mind to be able to fuel yourself to be able to get through the grind. But being able to put it to the side and just do and trust the process, that's when things are going to start, and God's going to be able to see that you're doing that, and He's going to be able to put more in your pack every single day. So just trust the process and forget about the money that's coming with it, the people who are going to see it, all of that. Forget everything. Just remember that the process is needs to be trusted to be able to get to that outcome. And just remember that everything is going to be okay. And if it's not okay right now, it's not the end. It is not the end. Everything is going to be okay at the end. But if things are not okay right now, it is not the end. Remember that, because if everything's not okay right now, then that's not what your life is going to be forever. It's going to get better. Life gets better because you make the decision to make it better. You do, not the circumstance that you're in. You decide when it gets better. So if things aren't okay right now, make the decision to make it okay, and then it's going to be okay in the end. That's all I got. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and I hope that you're able to take something from this, because the process is what we need. The process is what is going to get us through it. That's the funnest part about it too, because when you accomplish things, it's like, oh, I accomplished. Like yeah, you have that really proud moment, but then the next day comes and you're like, oh, what else am I supposed to do? So enjoy the process that we're in right now. You have to enjoy it, please. I promise you guys, good things are coming. Good things are coming. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. I hope your Monday was good. You're going to be seeing this on Tuesday, so I hope you're crushing Tuesday. And then hump days tomorrow. I hope you guys crush the rest of your week. And I hope you guys had a good weekend too. This weekend should be, I hope you guys have either a good recovery or you guys have fun, whatever you're doing this weekend. Stay safe. It's Tuesday, but you know what I mean. Good luck Wednesday, Thursday, Friday as well. Good things are on its way. Good things are coming.